3, 2, 1, action. Hello everyone, this is James at the Martial Archive, giving a monthly update for the month of September 2020. It's been a bit of a quiet month on some fronts, but a very busy month on other fronts. So, I'll just go through what I've got. Only one set of lobby cards this month. The person who was selling the lobbies suddenly gone quiet. So maybe she hasn't got anything left, or maybe she's just busy, I don't know. But the only cards I got this month for Vice Squad 633, which I always thought was a Golden Harvest film. I might be confusing it with something else, I don't know. Anyway, set of 10 cards. Sadly they've got the holes punched again, like the other cards from this person. But some good images from quite a obscure little film. I love lobby cards. These days lobbies aren't as important as they used to be. You can take screen grabs from HD copies of films and they generally look pretty good. But I still like to have lobbies, especially from old obscure films that don't have any HD master. It's nice to have some good quality. Now on the film front, only got 6 films this month. Don't Open Your Eyes with Yuan Hua and Alex Fong Chun Sun. Looks low budget, but I want to see because I like them. Panda Man Heroic Detective starring Jay Chow, I'm not sure how you pronounce it, the guy from Kung Fu Dunk, which I've never watched either. This looks so-so, again looks low budget, but I'd like to see it. Healing Hearts with Tony Leung Chiu Wai, who I rather like. And is that Cecilia Chung? I'm not sure who the other person is. Anyway. Now, next up, Turning Point, which I believe was a Shaw Brothers film. Yes, has Shaw Brothers logo. Very, very tiny. I've not heard anything good about it, but it's got Eric Chang and Anthony Wong, who I love. I will watch anything with them. Yuen Biu special appearance. So, could be okay, I don't know. These 2 films I thought I had, but I've done some clearing up recently. I've gone through all of my stuff, cataloguing it properly, making sure there's no mistakes. And I found that Swordsman 3 The East is Red and My Heart is at Eternal Rose I only have on video. DVD, better. So that's all the films and lobbies I got this month. This month has mostly been about the posters. I've got some mad stuff. So I'm going to go to desktop view so that you can see pictures. I got everything put away. I don't want to get them all out and unfold the big stuff. It's better to just show you the photos that I took when they came in. So switch to desktop view now. Cheers. So we'll start with the stuff that I would like to sell. I've got a lot of Arabic stuff this month. There was a lot of Indian stuff the guy had, and it was a job lot Indian and Arabic. I don't really care for most of the Arabic stuff, so if there's anyone out there who's into Arabic films, Turkish, Egyptian, whatever, I don't know what countries these are from. I don't know the names of the films. I don't know who's in them for the most part. Except this one because it has an English name. Itab. So let's look at some more Arabic stuff. These are available if anyone's interested. I might keep this one. I like the look of it with the orange balaclava and the hand grenade strapped to it. I actually really rather want to see this film. If anyone knows what it is, if there's an Arabic speaker out there who can tell me, please give me some information. The name of the film, the names of the actors. I'd like to try and find it online and watch it if possible. I was wondering if it's about the Libyans bombing the Lockerbie plane or something. I don't know. Looks like that kind of film. Something like that. This guy looks like the Arabic Woody Allen. He's in a few of these posters. Nice art on that one. I don't mind keeping it if no one wants to take it off me. This looks like kind of an action film, a boxing guy. Could be good, I don't know. Woody Allen guy again. Woody Allen guy again. This one seems to be Egyptian since it has the pyramid and sphinx on it. I'm guessing. Nice art. Nice art on that one as well, and that one. They're kind of good, but I don't need to keep them. If anyone's interested, I'll sell them at a good price, or I'll trade for something I want. Norman Wisdom, Just My Luck. Arabic poster. I like Norman Wisdom sometimes, but he can be quite grating. I don't think I've seen that film. I might keep it, but if anyone wants it, talk to me. This is a reproduction of the Belgian poster for The Great Dictator. Someone's blown it up. It's on thicker than normal paper. It doesn't seem to be photo paper though. It does seem to be a legit poster reproduction. I don't know. French poster for Colour of Night, Bruce Willis. Can you imagine waking up in the middle of the night and seeing that face on the wall staring back at you? Could be scary, but if anyone likes old Brucey, this one's available. This is The Conquerors of Arkansas. French poster. Bit of damage at the top, some tape at the bottom. Not great condition, but it's going cheap if anyone's interested. Martial Contract with Michael Caine, James Mason. I like Michael Caine, but I haven't seen this film yet. I might keep it if the film's good. So if you're interested, talk to me quickly before I see it. This is an American 6-sheet for a film called Golden Arrow, with the French title stenciled in, La Flecha de Oro. As you can see, it's as wide as the corridor outside my door. So it's pretty big. It's like 2 meters high and 2.5 meters wide or something. It's almost square. If anyone's interested, if not, I'll keep it. It's pretty nice. January Man, Kevin Kline, Susan Sarandon, Harvey Keitel, Danny Aiello. Great cast. I must admit, I've never seen the film. I should see it. Raid on Entebbe, Charles Bronson. Need I say more? Wish it was colour. What can you do? French Grandi poster. Robin Hood, with Decimus Maximus Meridius, Russell Crowe. The new RoboCop, not as good as the old RoboCop, better than RoboCop 3. Shakespeare in Love, which is not my favourite film. I'd like to sell or trade this poster with someone. I got it because the price was good. I think maybe someone out there will be interested in it. Thor the Conqueror, French poster. Vanguard, Jackie Chan. This came out, well, in January they printed a completely Thai language poster, and they did English with the Chinese title here. And then the film didn't come out because of COVID, so now there's a new poster, which is totally different. And I think this poster might be quite rare, kind of a collector's item, since it was never used. They probably scrapped a load of them that they had sitting about, I don't know. I'm going to try and sell it or trade it now anyway. I am tempted to hold it back and keep it for a few years and see what happens. Sadly got a corner missing. One of the perils of buying on the internet, they show you good stuff then send you damaged stuff. This is an Italian Quattro Fogli 4-sheet poster. So it's very big. This is the top part and this is the bottom part. Hold on. SS Sessioni Sequestri. I don't have an English name on that. I thought I found one. It's called The Baby or something. Seems to be a film about a kidnapping anyway. I just like the art. It's quite good. But Batiglione diventa capo del servizio segreto. Some kind of Italian spy film. Looks quite interesting. Anything like this with the mad scientist and the guy with the electrodes on his head and the guy with many guns inside his jacket, it looks like a quite zany comedy. I want to see it, it looks good. Jean Paul Belmondo. Hunter Will Get You. Original title, well, Italian title, Lo Sparviero. I think it's actually a French film. Again, 4-sheet, quite big. Shame it's got tape and ripped. It's not great condition, but it's available if anyone's interested. This is Knights of the Queen, Gli Sparvieri del Re. Quite nice artwork. I like rearing horses when they're done well. I actually rather like this poster. I might keep it, but if anyone's interested, try and talk me out of it. Lebanese poster for Ninja in Action. Lebanese poster for Silver Dragon Ninja. Couple of film arcs, if anyone's interested. Spanish poster for Crystal Fist. Nowhere near as good as the Hong Kong poster. Doesn't really look like Billy Chong. It does look like Yun Siu Chen though. What's that one called? Absence of Malice, Paul Newman, Spanish poster. Nightwing, Spanish poster. I must admit, I don't know this film. I know nothing about it. Looks like a horror film maybe? I don't know. Ashanti. I watched this film after I saw this poster, because I saw it's a Michael Caine film that I haven't seen. With Omar Sharif, William Holden, Peter Ustinov. Must be awesome. I watched it, it's actually quite good. I might just keep this one, I'm not sure yet. Film wasn't awesome, but it was pretty good. I rather liked it. I liked most of it. There's a few things in the plot that didn't really make sense, so it was a bit dumb in parts. Caligula Messalina, Spanish poster. Soggy Bottom USA, Spanish poster. I don't know it either. But job lot. Had to get this for some other Spanish stuff that I really wanted, you'll see in a minute. Ernest Borgnine, Domingo Sangriento, Sunday in the Country. David Carradine, Infierno en Florida. There's actually a film called Thunder and Lightning. Seems to be about car racing, like Cannonball Run type thing. I don't know, I've never seen it. Skate Town USA, Spanish poster. Featuring the Jacksons. As in Michael Jackson and his brothers? I don't know. Earth, Wind and Fire. I guess it features the music of. I don't think they're actually in it. Scott Baio. I actually quite like him. Yeah, don't really care. Now I got some US one sheets. Angel Has Fallen. I haven't seen yet. I don't think it will be as good as the other ones. I like London Has Fallen. There's some really great stuff in there. Whatever the other one was, I forgot what the other one was called now. Anyway, the third in the series, Gerard Butler. Blade Trinity, Wesley Snipes, probably the worst of the series. I didn't like part 2 much either, 1 was awesome. Catwoman. This is different to every other Catwoman poster I've seen. When this came up in the job lot, I was like, I've never seen that one before. I think it's better than the other posters for that film. Even though it's not a great film, there's something about Halle Berry in that outfit. Oh, meow. Hello. Available if anyone wants it. Gregory Peck, The Chairman. I need to see it, looks good. I like a good spy film. I don't really like Gregory Peck much. There's no one in the film who I'm mad about, but I like to see it. Spy films are generally up my alley. Cold Pursuit with I have a special set of skills, Liam Neeson. I will find you and I will kill you. I like the tagline, the perfect revenge is all in the execution. Kind of sums up the film pretty well. Not a great film, but mildly entertaining. The Crow, City of Angels, sadly not part 1, only part 2, 2 different versions. Dick Tracy, this is from the video release, blasting onto video, December 19th. So it's not a cinema one sheet, it's a rental shop, but it's the same size as one sheet, it's about 40 inches. Disclosure, I might just keep. I have the DVD, it's a good film. I like that it's the opposite to normal. It's the woman who's abusing the man instead of the other way around as you usually see. It's a good film actually, I might keep it. This is for a serialization that was in the cinema a long time ago. This must be 60s or maybe 50s, I don't know. This is an American 3-sheet for Ghost Riders of the West, also known as The Phantom Rider. In 12 chapters. So American 3 sheets, they have 2 joined together, and then they have 1 separate that in the cinema you glue or tape them together. But this is very good condition. There is a bit of colouring along the folds, it's going a little bit brown. It's quite a good poster. I like this, it looks nice. If anyone wants it, I would sell or trade. If not, I'll keep it. I'm easy. I Dreamed of Africa. Don't really care about that in the slightest, but it was in the job lot again. In God We Trust, Marty Feldman. I like him, he's funny. Never seen this film. Maverick. Men in Black, Tommy Lee Jones. Best thing in that film. I love Tommy Lee. Onegin. The Postman. Rob Roy. Spies in Disguise. Star Trek original series. Cast artwork. Quite nice. This is quite a big poster. 40 inches again. Same as a US 1 sheet. No one's interested, I'll keep it. I like it, it's pretty damn good. Spot looks good. The likeness is uncanny actually. It's really good art, whoever did it. I don't know if there's a name on it. Yeah, too small to read. But whoever did it, very good artist. I'm quite impressed. Terminator Salvation. Not the best of the series. The best was part 1 and part 2 really. The others are okay. 3 had some good stuff. 4 had some good stuff. 5... couple of good bits. I didn't like the new Terminator much though. Thumbelina, Thumbelina, tiny little thing. Is it Disney? No, it's Warner Brothers. It's not Disney. But anyway, if anyone's interested, I don't want it. Wanted. War for the Planet of the Apes. I might keep. If someone wants it, I'd trade. The Wild Bunch. Director's Cut. I must admit, I've never seen Wild Bunch. Someone's probably going to comment on that. How can you not have seen that? I will one day, I promise. Wrong is Right, which I was quite intrigued by because this poster is metal. It's on silver foil. And all of the writing, you can't really see in the picture, but all of the writing is very shiny from the metal. And the back is complete metal. So if anyone's interested, that one's available. I don't need to keep it. It's an oddity. Golden Arrow again. Now we come to some Indian stuff. I got the Arabic stuff because I wanted the Indian stuff, and the Indian stuff had some doubles in it. So here we have Ajuba, which is one of the better known Indian films of its time. It's quite popular. Charon Ki Barat. Dharm Aur Chanun. The Great Gambler. Hum Tere Ashik Hain. Insaf Ki Awaz. Johnny I Love You. Karishma Kudrat Ka. 2 different ones for that. Ladki Bapse Badki. Raj Mahal. I love the art on this. Sadly, it's 30 inch. It's not a big poster. It's... Hold on. Yeah, 30 inch. I thought it was smaller than that. Alright. Rakshak. Vidhata. Food of the Gods. I'm not sure what country this is from. I got it down as being an Italian poster because of this part. It's on some of the Italian posters, so I think this is an Italian poster, but it's all in English language. Anyway, I don't want it. If there's any fans of this film, give me something for it. Japanese poster for Lady Hawk. Japanese poster for Mission Impossible. Madame Whitesnake, Shaw Brothers. That's quite rare. That ain't cheap. But I would trade for another 60s shows if anyone's got one I need. Revenge of Woman, which is a Thai retitling for Amorous Woman of Tang Dynasty, if anyone's interested in that. Amarcord, Federico Fellini, colour and black and white. Tinto Brass, The Key. If anyone's into that kind of thing. These came with the other Italian and Spanish stuff. I didn't want any of this. I don't care about it. If anyone's into these kinds of films, please take it from me. Give me something I want. Noches Pecaminosas de una Menor. Some sex crap. Mirami con ojos pornográficos. Some more sex crap. Right, some Thai stuff. A Romantic Night. I think that stars Pearl Chung-lin. I could be wrong. I've never seen the film. It's quite hard to get. Thai poster. It's a bit tatty. There's tape on the back holding it together, but if anyone's interested, it's available. Black Leopard, quite good condition. The Blade, Choi Man-chuk, good film. One Armed Swordsman remake. Brotherhood, starring Alex Man-ji-leung and Danny Lee Sao-yin. I need to see that, it looks good. Mad Cold-Blooded Killer with Carter Wong and Bruce Lee. Crazy Guy with Super Kung Fu. Again, conditions not so good. There's a little bit missing there. There's a little hole there. There's some fold damage. Got tape on the back. It's not great condition, but it's quite a nice poster originally. I've never seen a good one. I have one in my collection from the same guy, similar condition. Except I don't think there's a little chunk missing on mine. Dead End of Besiegers. Sadly someone's written on it in marker pen, but it's quite hard to get these days. A good image of Cynthia Can. And it's also rather a damn good film. I've got the VCD, I like it. Also known as Once Upon a Time in China, The Next Generation, but nothing to do with Once Upon a Time. Dragon Family, one of the best gangster films ever. Some people say there's not much action until the end, which is possibly true, but it's very well made. Let's look at who's in it. Mil Keo-wai, Kent Cheng, Lau Kar-wing, good people. Mok Sil-chung, I really like Mok Sil-chung. Ebola Syndrome, if you like your category 3, talk to me. I've got Dr. Lamb, Untold Story, Crazy Love, a few you might be interested in. Escape from Kingdom, which on the Thai poster they credit Ko-fei first. He's only in the film for about 2 or 3 minutes. He has the end fight and he pops up a couple of seconds here and there. Chan Wai-man's in it as well. It's not a great film, but it was okay. Boring first hour. The last 20 minutes it really livens up, shall we say. Fatal Vacation, good film with Eric Chang. Flaming Brothers, Chow Yun-fat, Alan Tang. What do they call it in Thailand? I can't remember. Money and I, 70s film with black and white heads. I think it was a colour film though. I've never actually seen it. Ninja Final Duel, nice artwork. Look at that ninja. Got all the weapons. I love it. People's Hero, T. Long, Tony Leung Chiu-wai, very good film. Rich and Famous, Chow Yun-fat, Andy Lau. 3 Dumb Kung Fu Girls with Yu Hua and maybe that's Lung Chun-er, I'm not sure. I'd have to look it up and check. Tragic Hero, Chow Yun-fat and I think that's Alex Mann. Good film. True Love, Charlie Chin. Romance. Witchcraft vs. Curse. Quite a mad film if you've ever seen it. Very mad. Young and Dangerous. There are 2 designs for Thailand. There's one that's just a photo of the guys at night. And then there's this one with the guys with the RT dragon in the background. This is a Korean film called The Palace. I don't know. I've never seen it. This is a Turkish poster for Hercules Unchained. It's a bit rough down the side. It's not great condition, but it's only in the margin. You could frame it up, it would look okay. Little bit crease, not great. I don't know what country this is from. Film called Final Cut. I've never heard of it. And again, don't know what country. Uad. Could be a Arabic poster, but there's no Arabic language on it. I don't know. Naked Countess. Oh, there's more. Pharaoh My Concubine, US 1 sheet. Good film. Masters of the Congo Jungle. I know nothing about this. It's quite a small poster. If anyone's interested, I'd love to get rid of it in return for something I need. Spider-Man 3. Teaser. I like this. because the rain is not in the artwork. They've put it over the top of the artwork. It's like they put plastic on top of the poster. It's quite weird. People don't do that often enough. It's quite good effect. I like the way it looks. That brings us back to the start. So that's all stuff that's for sale or trade. Now we get to the good stuff, what I'm keeping. Ha 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 ha. So all of these I got this month. In all the Arabic stuff, there was this poster, which looks like an action film. There's an angry guy, there's a guy kicking, there's a guy with a gun, there's a guy getting put in a headlock. I want to see this film. Sadly, I have no idea what the name is, who's in it, I know nothing. If there's an Arabic speaker out there who can read it and tell me something about it, maybe find it on YouTube, I would love to see it. Please help me out. Be very interesting. 39 Steps, Robert Powell. It's an Australian poster. Best version of that film. I like it very much. And I got some very big stuff. You saw Golden Arrow already, 6 sheet, that's the biggest. This is a French Grandie poster for Augustin, the King of Kung Fu, starring Maggie Cheung, amongst other people. Seems to actually be a French film. I think it might have been directed or produced by Olivier Assayas, who she's married to, or she was married to. I think they might have divorced, I'm not sure. Chinese Ghost Story 3, beautiful, Joey. We love Joey. This is Black Dragon Revenges the Death of Bruce Lee. They haven't put the Black Dragon on the poster at all, which is kind of crap. Not the worst poster I've ever seen, though. This is Charles Bonnet, also known as the Panther, La Pantera. I think he's French, I'm not sure. This is a French poster for Black Mask. Le Monde. Yeah, it's French. Not the best Black Mask poster, but I like that it's got some good pictures on it. Eminently scannable. I shall have to do that one day. Bruce Lee, the Man, the Myth. Because it's Ung Si Yuan. Eternal film. Bit of a dodgy poster. This is From Hong Kong with Love, which is like a cheap James Bond knockoff, which I really want to see. And it's got Polly Shang Quan in it, Shang Quan Ling Fong. So I need to see that one day. Full-Time Killer, Andy Lau, Takashi Sarimachi, good film. Time and Tide, good film. These are French posters. This is for Young Tiger with Meng Fei, not a great poster. This is for Italian film, French poster for an Italian film called Great Gang War, also known as The Bootleggers. The price was quite low, and I just love the art. It's beautiful. It's really good. A Scene at the Sea, Takeshi Kitano. I don't like that film particularly, but I love Kitano. I need to get everything. Great Wall, Japanese Shin-Toho film, I believe. I also have Italian posters for it. Sorry, made by Daiei. I got the wrong company. Shot in 70mm. This is an Akira Kurosawa retrospective. The only names that I know on there are The Seven Samurai and Yojimbo. I've got to find out what the others are one day. This is for a Korean film called Testimony, starring these people. Directed by this guy. I must admit, I've never heard of it before, but nice poster. Coming apart at the seams a bit, but beautiful artwork. Tin Cup, Tibetan film. I have on DVD, I've had for 15 years, I've never watched it. I probably should. I have so many films I've never watched. Arthur, Dudley Moore. I love this film, I love this poster. Sadly it's a misprint with the weird corner like you get in magazines sometimes. But anyway, the price was good. And it's just beautiful. I love it. Die Hard 3, in my opinion, the best of the series. You can disagree with me all you want. I loved the first two as well. I liked the fourth one. Could have done without the fifth one. But this one's my favourite. Partly because of Sam Jackson, partly because of Jeremy Irons. They are so damn good, both of them. And Bruce. Bruce is good as well, but the three of them together, amazing. I love that film so much. One of my favourites from my childhood. Double Impact with Jean-Claude Van Damme, The Muscles from Brussels. I love this film. Escape to Athena. World War II film set on a Greek island with Roger Moore, Telly Savalas, Elliot Gould, David Niven. Heaven. I love that film. It's excellent. Lethal Weapon 2. Not the best of the series, but it was quite good. Diplomatic Immunity. I liked it. Yeah. Romancing the Stone. I have a story about that. I was lucky enough to work on a film called Shanghai starring John Cusack. I was an extra on it for 10 days when they shot in Bangkok. And I was lucky enough to meet Vic Armstrong, who does the action in many big Hollywood films. And I had a few minutes walking with him from the set back to base camp. And I said, "Can I ask you a couple of questions?" He said, "Yeah, sure, mate." Very nice guy. Couldn't meet a nicer guy in your life. And I asked him, as a guy who's like a world authority on stunts, can I ask you, of all of the stunts you've done, what's your favourite? And he said, Romancing the Stone, straight away. He said, the scene in that film where they're in the Jeep, going to go over the waterfall, and they have to grab the vines and swing to safety. No special effects, they did it for real. And it came out wonderfully. Good stuff. I asked him also, of all of the stunts you've ever seen in any film that you didn't do, what's your favourite? And he told me, Yakima Canutt the Stagecoach. You see it, you know why. Very good stunt, I love that. Who Framed Roger Rabbit? One of my childhood favourites. Not a great poster, but I just love the film so much. There's a small French poster for Year of the Dragon. Michael Cimino, Mickey Rourke, John Lowe. I must admit, I don't remember that film. I've got it on video, I need to watch it again. This is for a Korean film, German poster, called Woman's Great Escape. Ah, you gotta love the German titles. Straflager der Geschandeten. I probably made a pig's ear of that. I don't know anything about this film. Need to research the Korean stuff at some point. Shatter. Shaw Brothers Hammer Horror co-production with T. Long. That might be, I'm not sure. And Peter Cushing, Stuart Whitman. Not as good as Legend of the Seven Golden Vampires, that was much better. This poster is so tightly sprung that I still can't get a good picture of it. I need to put something on the corners to hold it down. I was rushing that day. This is the American poster for Black Lizard, directed by Kinji Fukasaku. I tried to watch it, I fell asleep. I don't think it's a great film, but it's a nice poster. Taiwan film, Under the Sunshine. Now we come to the Indian stuff, which is why I bought all of the Arabic stuff, because it was a job lot. So again, I'm going to murder the titles. Any Indian speakers, I don't know if it's Urdu, Hindi, I'm probably going to say it wrong, I apologise. So we got Apki Katir, Sanjay Khan's Abdullah. I love this. The chariot with the 4 horses, and I think that's Vishnu, could be wrong. Beautiful artwork. I love it. Ajuba. I've seen at least 5 different posters for Ajuba, and this is the only one that's art. The others are photos, but this is the best one. I love this art, it's so nice. Here's one of the photo versions. All-rounder, Amar Akbar Antony. I don't know. Anurag, Charon Ki Bharat, Dandolat, Dharm Aur Chanun, The Great Gambler. So I got spares of some of these you've seen already, but these are ones I'm keeping. Guru, Hadsa, and Incident. 2 different ones. Sadly, some of these are a bit damaged. Indian posters seem to be on very thin paper for some reason. I guess it's because it's cheaper. and they can be quite damaged. But like I said, job lot. The price was quite good. I just went for it because there's enough goodness in there. Himatwala Hamtere Ashik Heng. Two different ones for the same film. Indrajit. I want to see this film. Police, helicopter, big explosion. It's got to be good. That's on my list of Indian films that I want to see. Insaf Ki Awaz, Janbaz, Indrajit, Janbaz. They look like good films. This is how I learn about stuff that I want to see. Johnny, I Love You, Kala Patar. It's a Yash Chopra film, which usually means good, because he's done a lot of good stuff. Sadly, quite poor condition. I have a different poster for the film, which is a white background, but not in this lot. Karishma Kudratka again. Kun Arpani. Looks quite good. Gun, helicopter, motorbike. I want to see it. Looks like an action film. Latki Bapse Batki. Lao Bacha. Big gun, big explosion. Add it to my list. I gotta see it. It looks good. Main Azad Hun. Parivar. Don't worry, I've never heard of these either. Raj Mahal. Rakshak. Ravan Raj. A true story, supposedly. When I see this poster, can't help thinking about Better Tomorrow. The trench coat, the sunglasses. I quite like what they've done here with the many different heads. There's an Indian god. I don't know which one, but I've seen on some Thai posters a god with many different heads. So I think it's a play on that. I really want to see that film. Looks interesting. Another T. Rama Rao. I don't know if that's probably the producer or the director. They don't list a producer or a director in English on here, so it could be either. I've got to find out one day. Vidata, Vidrohi, another one I want to see. Big guns, explosion, got to be worth a look. Zonki Pukar. So that's it for the Indians. Now comes some other stuff that I'm keeping. Kaza and Vietnam, which is a Italian poster for a German film called Tornado, also known as Last Blood. Looks interesting. I want to see it. Now, very rare. This is the Italian 4-fogli or 4-sheet poster for From the Highway. 68, 69, can't remember which. It's quite a weird poster. I don't know what this head on a stalk is about. I haven't seen the film. Maybe it'll make sense when... Oh, it's a guy holding up a decapitated head. Looks a bit odd. Till you see the other part, then it makes sense. Yeah, quite a nice poster. Sadly, it's yellowing a bit. But quite rare. Never seen it until recently. This is for Return of the Hero of the Waterfront. Quite a nice poster. I rather like that. I like this. Going up the wall. Vive l'amour. It's a Taiwanese film directed by Chai Ming Liang. 12 Praetorians. It's an Italian film, also known as Mekiste against... I can't read that. Hercules in the Vale of Woe. Mekiste against Hercules in the Vale of Woe. Okay. Nice art. I love the expression on his face. Pure desperation. Roman helmets. It looks really good. I want to see that film. This is another 4-sheet for The Bridge on the River Kwai. Sadly, bit of tape around the edge, but quite nice apart from that. I love Alec Guinness. And that film was actually quite good. I read the book after I saw the film. The film's better. Peter Sellers. I'm not a big fan of the Fu Manchu films. This is the fiendish plot of Fu Manchu. But I like Peter Sellers, and it's good art. Deadly Angels. This is one of the many Shaw Brothers films that were not released remastered yet. Rumor has it that there may be a German Blu-ray coming soon, but it will be from a German print, not from a Celestial remaster, so have to wait and see on that one. Now we come to the Spanish stuff. That was a Lebanese poster, by the way. Apparently. Middle East distributor, Fars Film Co. Arabic anyway, but it's in English language. They did that sometimes, I don't know why. When it comes to the Spanish stuff, which is why I got the other Spanish stuff spare that I don't want. Dragon Lord, Jackie Chan. Heroes of the East, Shaw Brothers. I've had the Italian lobby set from this for 20 years, but I've never managed to get the poster until now. Not a great poster. I like this part. I don't like this part. It's a bit weird. I wish it was all in colour and didn't have that. Anyway, glad to have it finally. Bruce Lee and Huang Zhang Li, what's it called? Ninja Strikes Back. Such a bad memory. Amsterdam Connection, Spanish poster. Robert Mitchum, Leslie Nielsen in a serious role. Which was actually a Golden Harvest co-production. Not a great film in my opinion, but gotta have everything Golden Harvest. And talking of Golden Harvest, here's one that I've never heard of before. Destructor, aka Battle Truck, which is another Golden Harvest co-pro. So that's added to the list of films that I have to see. I must admit, I've never heard of it before, but it looks interesting. Thai poster for The Blade Spares None. I let out an audible gasp when I saw the guy had this for sale. I went, I want that. Quite a nice poster. I still haven't seen the film, I really should. It looks good. Thai poster for Wild Panther, Wong Tao and Chang Shan. Really good film. Not sure about the crisscross pattern over the top. I think it would be better without that, but quite a decent poster. Good film, I like it very much. Exiled, American poster. I had 2 Hong Kong posters for it, and I sold one, and then I forgot I'd sold it, and someone else asked me about Exiled, and I sold the second poster. And I'm really annoyed with myself that I did. There's the same artwork as this, but Chinese writing instead of English and a little bit different layout. So, still need to get the Hong Kong poster back. The guy I sold it to said no, he wants to keep it, he won't let me have it back, so got to find it again somehow. American one-sheet Hero, overrated film, but some of it's good. House of Flying Daggers, US one-sheet, again overrated, not great. The Road Home, which I still haven't seen, directed by Zhang Yimou, starring Zhang Ziyi. I tend to like his stuff, kind of. I think his best film is Not One Less, with Gong Li. That was a good film. Some of the older stuff like Red Sorghum, Raise the Red Lantern, I can see why people like them, but they're a bit dull to me. His best film would be probably Not One Less. Maybe To Live, aka Lifetimes. That was kind of good. This is for an American... Is it American? Yeah, an American retrospective of the works of Satyajit Ray. I must admit, I've never seen any of these films. I probably should. Madame Butterfly. This seems to be a Japanese-Italian co-production. Directed by Carmine Gallone, a Rizzoli Toho Gallone production. I think it's Italian, I'm not sure. This is an American half-sheet. It's quite an old film. I think it was 60s. It's not the greatest poster ever, but it's interesting. The Expendables, one sheet. Flight of the Navigator. I don't care what that makes you think about me. I like this film from my childhood. It was a lot of fun. I still enjoy it. The Last Samurai. Tom Cruise's name is on there, but this is the actress from the film. I can't remember her name. Now we got an American 3-sheet, where they have 2 sheets joined together, and then they have 1 sheet separate, and you got to stick them together at the cinema. From Marco Polo. I got this because of Yoko Tani. I've never seen the film, I'd like to, it looks interesting. I like the artwork actually, it's not bad. The Matrix. This might be Spare. I know I got a poster from it, but I think it might be the Canadian DVD poster. Same image, but some other writing on top. So I might have to keep this one. Memoirs of a Geisha. I don't really like the film much, but it's Michelle Yeoh. You gotta have it. Pavilion of Women. Willem Dafoe. Wu Yan. I like Willem Dafoe. I don't like this film so much, but he's good in it. Picture Bride. I've never heard of until I bought this. It's got Toshiro Mifune in it and Tamlin Tomita. So that's a must-see for me. I love them both. Star Wars, the original trilogy, for the last time. I like that poster. Sadly, it's a little bit damaged, but what can you do? It's 20 years ago. I'll probably have to pay a lot more for one in great condition. Such is life. This is a Yugoslavia poster for a Japanese film called City of Beasts, which I must admit I've never heard of before. It looks kind of interesting. And that brings us back to the start. So, there we go. That's all of the posters that I got in this month. Actually, it's not all. There are a few others that I got. I got Thai films for Jam Jom, IK, crocodile film. Thai poster for a Korean film called Commitment. Thai poster for an American film called Fear. Thai poster for Crocodile Dundee 2. I've also got American posters. Well, it says Thai here, that's wrong. They're American posters for Inferno, Fifth Element teaser, Out of Towners. Then some Thai films. Talking Dick, Dark Flight, Cool Gel Attack, So Lucky Man, Before Valentine, Lucky Losers, Flight 407, Plung Pre, Yan Nuk Wanu, Love of Ghost. Thai poster for the Chinese film Monkey King 2, the Korean film Monstrum, Thai films Exit, Gravity of Love, Lao Jod Mahaheng, and some others I've got to find the names on. I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's it. Back to me. So it's been a pretty eventful month. A lot of stuff going on. A lot of new posters coming in. Still waiting for my big batch of Japan stuff to come in. I've got hundreds of Japanese posters from old 60s Toei films coming soon. Should have been here by now, but the post is slow. So more on that as and when. Let's see what October has to bring. So for now, have a nice day everyone. Please like and subscribe. If you know anyone else who's into Hong Kong films, Asian films, Japanese, Korean, all of that, please tell them about me. I'm trying to find more people to talk to sell to buy from, to trade with all the time. Have a nice day everyone. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.